All right, part five. I didn't intend there to be a part five. Heck, I thought I was going to do this all in one video originally, but I'm in part five because I remembered something I want to make sure that you understand, and that's called seasoned and sourced down payment. Your funds for closing, your cash to close, your dollars that you're going to bring to the table when you buy the house, they need to be they need to be seasoned and sourced. This chicken here is very seasoned, it appears. These are chicken seasoning cubes. So you put some flavor on the chicken. And look here, it says it contains locally sourced ingredients. In other words, the ingredients came from, I don't know where local to this is, but you get the idea. Locally sourced and well seasoned. This is chicken seasonings cubes. And it has nothing to do really with the seasoning and sourced um, kind of down payment money I'm talking about. Let's talk about what down payment money that is seasoned and sourced means. It means that you got the down payment money from somewhere that is acceptable for the mortgage. Um, you got the down payment money from um, let's say it came from a bonus, a job bonus. Well, it came from a bonus from your employer. So the source of the income is fine. That's an acceptable place. Let's say you got the down payment from an inheritance. Well, that's okay, but we'll have to source it. We'll have to get in a statement from the attorney saying this is where the down payment money came from. Let's say you got your down payment money from selling a car. Well, we're going to need a bill of what's it called? Anyway, we're going to need that documentation that shows that you sold this car or this tractor or you sold this thing to buy your house. We need to source where the funds came from. You say, well, Josh, they're in my bank account. I just have them in the bank. Well, if you give me your last 2 months bank statements and I see a deposit of $20,000, we're going to have to source where that deposit came from. Um, Seasoned means they've been in your bank account for 2 months. So if they've been there for 6 months, 12 months, you've been saving up this savings for your down payment, then that's fine. They are seasoned. They've been in your bank long enough. Let's say that they come into your bank statement in the last 60, 90 days or something like that. We're going to have to source them. We're going to have to know where those funds came from. So, what are acceptable sources for your funds? Well, um, a lawsuit that you won, that might be an acceptable source. Tax returns, we can source that. That'll work. Let's say that they came from. Let's say that your friend just gave you a gift. Well, that's not acceptable. We'll have to source that funds from your friend, and a friend may not be an appropriate person to give a gift. You may not be able to get a gift from a friend. You could get a gift from a family member. In many cases, we can accept that, but we're going to need a gift letter that says that they are really not expecting you to pay that money back. We're also going to need to see a bank statement where they got the money from. So let's say that you decided, I really need to buy a house, and so I'm going to go do a couple drug deals and get me some cash and stick it in the bank. Well, you're not going to be able to source that. You're not going to be able to get a letter from the drug dude you bought the money down the street from. It's not going to work. You understand what I'm saying? So it needs to be legitimately sourced and or seasoned. It needs to be in your bank account for long enough to show that it's actually your money. Um, so I hope that helps you understand seasoning and sourcing. Let me give you another example. I had somebody tell me, well, there's not any money in my bank statements, but we have a safe. We keep cash in a safe in the house. Well, you're not going to be able to source that. You've been saving up $20 bills in a safe for the last 10 years to save up for your down payment. That money is kind of useless from a bank standpoint. You need to stop that practice, get that money into a bank account, let it sit there long enough that it's seasoned money that you can use. It's cash out of the safe is not really valuable. It's not really usable for your mortgage loan. Of course, it's valuable. Of course, it has value in the world today, but you can't really use it as your down payment. Does that make sense? I hope that does. If you have any questions, just call me, Josh McDowell, 828-238-2682. I'd love to help you any way I can, understanding where your down payment funds need to come from.